You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for your soul.
You catch a whiff of the disgustingly sweet smell of rot. Cold fear enters your soul when you guess what might be the source of the smell. A human body lies nestled in the grass. It is already unrecognizable from decay. You see an old wooden cross upon its breast. Overcoming nausea, you easily rip the cross from the dead man's chest. You clean it and take it with you. All of a sudden, the tops of the trees rattle and clang. Alarmed, birds fly away, screaming in fear. You see a whirlwind filled with loose branches and dust from the road, headed your way. You throw the knife, and the whirlwind stops spinning, dissolving into hundreds of demons. Among this throng of unholy spirits, you see a girl in white. She has a noose around her neck. The knife has... You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail, swinging it from side to side. A swishing sound of the snake's body and its angry hissing fill the swamp area. The stakes are high in this demonic game. Your soul versus the girl's freedom. You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. You watch as the demon twirls the snake above his head. Despite the late hour, sounds of celebration are coming from the village. It turns out that a festive dinner has dragged on and turned into a non-stop festival. You notice the worried host, who looks like he can't wait to say goodbye to his guests. You open the black book and read a couple of zagavers. Shadow... Bathing in the moonlight, a moss-covered idol is hidden among the tall trees. You walk closer and see a fresh towel wrapped around it. The forest around you is silent. You meet a girl walking in the direction of Panteg. In her hands, she clutches a spindle that is emanating dark power. Old Yegor smirks, another of the spinner's victims. You decide not to interfere with the spinner's business. Who knows what's happened between her and her victim? You freeze with horror. A dead girl is dangling from a spruce tree's gnarled branch. You can't move. This strange fruit sways back and forth with a creak in the cold wind. She died recently. You summon the strength to go to Pantek and tell them about the dead body. You see the despair in the eyes of the peasants. It seems the girl was well loved in the village. You feel at ease as you walk down the welcoming street of this village. A calm silence surrounds you. You almost pass through the village, but the silence is broken by loud laughter and the sounds of an accordion.
Vasilisa, is that you? Come on, join us.
I don't have the time.
Come on, your work is such a bore. 5 minutes here won't kill you.
All right, I have a little bit of time.
You sit by a house and dissolve. On the field, you hear the steady sound of digging. Coming closer, you see a peasant moving the border of a field. The man looks startled when he sees you approach. He stops and calls out to you.
Is that you, Yegor?
It is I, with Vasilisa.
God bless. What are you looking at? I'm moving the border ditch. What of it?
Why are you moving the border ditch? You moved.
For good reason. The Petrov's workers caused me nothing but grief. They deceived me, shot me in flour. Only they didn't steal in broad daylight.
Have you spoken of it at the village meeting?
I have. Not much good it did me. Petrov's folks silenced me right away. Sure. I'll tell you what. If you curse the demons, I'll pay you.
Curse? You only one getting
A
cursed.
couple of words from the black book, and the man crumples, writhing in pain. You search the pockets. You leave him on the field and depart. He will recover when morning comes, and the Chorts grow tired of torturing him. Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer and tie its stem with a silver thread. With a swift pull, you now have a new, valuable herb, Adam's Head. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. The closer you are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get. The decaying trunks of pines and spruces tower over the path like silent guardians. Your blood runs cold every other moment. You feel that the border between worlds is very thin in this part of the forest. You approach the skull hanging by the door.
Oh, joy! And Noah, are we? Finally, some fun! My eye isn't what it used to be. Who's that old-timer over there? I think I know him.
Will you let me pass to see the spinner?
With pleasure, but I'm ordered to test Noah. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be hanging around here in the first place. Anyway, we'll do it just like in the fairy tales. I'll give you 3 riddles. Solve any one of them, and I'll let you through. Solve none, or refuse to answer, I'll take one of your eyes. I'm short one, you see.
I'd say that's the least of your...
Well, are you up to it?
Wait, answer.
I have no answers for you. I only ask questions. Well, are you up to it?
You wish. I'd sooner crush you than listen to your orders.
The unclean dead man disappears with a silent scream.
Evening, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Evening to you too, Yegor Yevlampevich.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth, like the rustling of pages in the Black Book.
Brought you my little orphan. Became a knower recently, this one.
God bless Kapitalina Ivanovna.
This one, and nowhere. She couldn't solve any of the riddles. What kind of a witch would she make?
No, you know nothing about Vasilisa. Your skull's riddles are clever. Anyone would guess wrong.
Those who guess wrong are usually not worth speaking to. But all right, I'll trust you on this, old Yegor. But so why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
Saw a dead girl in Villas of Woods.
That was Marfa, I would guess. Didn't have money for a love potion. Was quite desperate, I gather. Well, it serves her right.
We met your doorman.
Some lousy Khaldun. And Nick, God rest his soul, hasn't served his time yet, so he helps me around the house.
I wanted to ask you about this.
This witchery is not yet for you, Vasilisa. In time, you'll learn. Perhaps it's not the same as sending fiends for milk, mind you.
I need a woven belt. A powerful one, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Yes, I know you came for a belt. Only why would I give one to you?
Old Yegor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer her? It's not for me. It's for a girl.
A changeling. She's a demoness, Yegor. The girl. Oh, you're never after anything without reason. Always some kind of ruse. Been cooking up something with your demons, have you? I'll give you the belt. It'll help your pupil, but you'll help mine in turn.
Hush. Have it your way.
All right. Here's your belt. Don't forget your promise, Igor.
You won't let me. Spinner is no simple witch. It's not the last time we'll hear of her. What are you running your mouth for? You miss the whipping so much? Or does a Leshy have control of your tongue? Now we'll have to help her. Heaven knows with what. All right, we've got the belt. Now we must plan our next moves. Well, you've got all the items you need. Now we can try freeing your bride. Since you have the book now, I can't go. I'm not that strong of a Khaldun anymore, to tell the truth. And Abdericha is a powerful spirit. She can charm and skin you alive. So, Vasya, you must prepare yourself properly. Perhaps you have some questions.
Time to hit the road.
Well, what do you want? Can't you ask what you wanted? I need to sleep.
Let's go.
We should tell everyone about the shorts we've met, you know.
Everyone knows, but not everyone believes. How did you end up...
Oh.
Yeah, right.
All right, it was...
Did you...
Worth, it seemed so... Well, no.
And what about...
Hey, I went found some table, a lot of... I suppose I need... Since
Let's go. We'll talk later.
The moment I became a Khaldun, I saw the Uyezd in a completely different light. There is no such place where a demon wouldn't hide. You just noticed? Your own shorts are also a giant pain.